Hello everyone! My name is Jennifer Stay and welcome to this shiny metallic glitter event that we're having today. And this is Rose and we are coloring Bliss. How are you, Rose? Are you wondering what I'm doing? I just poured some water out into these bowls because I am about to show off this really cool metallic paint. We have been talking all about metallic and glitter products. The first hour of this 2-hour live event is over on Facebook, and we just finished over there where we went through everything over here in my basket and more and talked about the difference between metallic coloring products, glitter products. Some are translucent, some are more opaque. We talked about this new product that I bought because all of you recommended it, and that is stickles. I bought these really cool little stickles today from Michael's and we've been testing them. I also purchased these ones. They are called Liquids Pearls. They're also by Ranger and they're more of a pearlescent type glue. And so I've put those down also onto paper here to see how they dry. And it's taking some time, and the liquid pearls seem to be sort of collapsing, kind of turning into little raisins on my paper. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me move the water out of the way. I've got a very festive metallic glittery background for all of you for today's event. Let me zoom in so you can see. Right here is our row of stickles, and these are the liquid pearl ones, and they're sort of turning into little raisins. Let me move it in the light so you can hopefully see how they're kind of collapsing. Anyway, this is the page we've been working on here, sampling and testing all kinds of products. So if you'd like to see what we learned as we tested all of them, then you can go check out that video over on Facebook and see what we learned as we tested everything. It was a lot of fun. Lots of glitter, and actually I am pretty clean. I'm surprised I'm not covered in metallics and glitters already. So really quick, let's take care of some business. The first thing right off is I just want to say thank you to everyone who is participating with the Advent calendar. I was on last night coloring day 4. I haven't colored day 5 yet. I'll have to do that after we're done here. This was my day 4 that I used the glittery Pentel Sparkle Pop pens. It turned out really fun, I think. It's a right Bobby Dazzler. That's what it is. Don't you think, Steve? It's a Bobby Dazzler. And so if you haven't joined us with the Advent calendar, make sure you follow the link. I don't know if we put the link to this one. You can get this one on my website, coloringbliss.com. Just click the blog and there's a link in the blog where you can get this and join us. You can start downloading, and let's see, you can download it and start coloring it. It doesn't take much to get caught up if you haven't already joined us with this. So it's lots of fun. Let's see, the other thing I wanted to show you is that I have drawn for all of our friends who celebrate Hanukkah. I have drawn them a page, a coloring page, and I am making it free for everyone to come and download until Hanukkah is over. So make sure you come and get this one as a free download. There is a link to this coloring page in the video description. So follow that link and come and download this page, and you can celebrate Hanukkah too. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like I was telling everybody, it's very exciting to me that I want to color this. I had fun designing the little lace table runner or doily right here. That was really fun for me to design. And I'd like to try these donuts that I was learning all about. I was telling Steve, they eat a lot of donuts from what I understand. Is this true? I like that idea. Rose likes it too, huh? Okay, the other thing, let's see, we talked about the Advent calendar, and the other thing, the main reason we're here is because a couple weeks ago we colored this ornament together, and then I did this background afterwards, and everybody was asking me about this metallic gold background. How did you do it? What tools did you use? We want to know all about it. And so that's when the idea for this live event came to pass, is because I thought we need to get together and show you exactly exactly how I did this. So that's what we're going to do right now. First thing is dive in and show you the tools that I used to create this background. The very first thing that I used were these paints right here. That's where we left off over on Facebook, was I was telling them all about these paints. These are by Kuretake, and they are the Starry Colors. This is the set I have. When you go search for this over on Amazon, you're going to come across lots of different kinds of paints like this, different tones. This is just my set. I think you're going to find a lot. They're actually considered Gonzai paint. It's a kind of watercolor, but it's different than our traditional American watercolor paints. Well, American, I don't know if that's even the right word. It's different. Gonzai watercolor, it's, pigment or color being carried by a different kind of filler. That's what Gonzai is. So it's just a little bit different, and it's very satisfying to paint with. Let me show you. When I first got it, this is how it came. So it had numbers to indicate the colors, but no color names until you start popping out the little trays. And I love that these come in little trays like this. And the names of the colors are all in Japanese. I believe this is Japanese. So what I did was I downloaded a free app onto my phone that's a translation app. And it uses, I didn't even know this existed, but it uses your camera, and you shoot your camera down onto the language, and it translates it as best as it can for you and tells you what that says. So I was able to read all of that using the translation app and see what all of this these characters said in English. It took a long time because it would take a picture and it would try to translate tons of different things, and my cheap free app was struggling, but I got it to translate everything. So that's how I know what the English names are for every color in my set. And then I wrote the English name on the side as well, like that. So I would know platinum belongs right here. And that's how I figured it out. Pretty cool. Aren't I clever, Steve?
You are very clever.
Like golden. Go ahead, Steve.
Finally got this chat working. Sorry, I was
golden.
Rushing to try to get it to work on the iPad.
Red gold.
Lots of highs, of course.
Hello.
Everybody's coming over.
Blue gold.
The consensus seems to be that what probably happened was maybe the heat gun.
Oh.
When you use that, that's probably why they collapsed.
So I need to do them again.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Ah, that could totally be it, because it would have dried the outside faster.
Someone asked if that ornament pick was a free one or member only.
That
or premium member.
That is a premium member picture, and it comes also in the Holiday Bliss Volume 1 coloring book. So there's two ways to get it. You can become a premium member, or you can purchase that book. Okay, I'm going to do another set of these. This is how these work. Okay. There's the bronzy gold color.
Ooh, Polly's eating a dark chocolate orange.
Oh, those are so good. Those are dangerous for me. I can like sit and eat the whole thing.
Just Dan's excited. She gets to print out the advent calendar tomorrow.
Oh, yay!
David's Craft says, love your coloring tutorial.
Oh, thank you.
Marilyn thinks Rose needs a treat.
Okay. I think so too. She's being a good girl. Okay. Yeah. So here's how they look when they're fresh versus when they've raisined. I guess if you want raisins, you could hit them with heat guns. We're going to let these fresh ones dry without any heat gun. Let me turn them to the side again and see if I can get them to... Look at my good camera skills. Look. Oh, I'm actually getting it. That's a pretty good. You can kind of see the raisin ones in the middle and the nice fluffy cute ones to the right. Okay, that worked. Cool.
Madeline just happens to be coloring with Derwent metallic pencils tonight.
Ah, see, I've got those right here. That's these ones, and I haven't opened and tried them yet, so that's on my list. This is all bundled up ready for a YouTube video, waiting for their chance. Okay, so we'll set those aside to dry, and here is what we're going to show you next. These Gonzai, I hope I'm saying that right. We're going to pretend I'm saying it right. And then our whole community will forever call them Gonzai. These are Kuretake Gonzai Tombai 6-color starry paints. Whoa, I sound so impressive. Okay, so to activate, when you have these paints like this, really for any watercolor paints, this is a great idea. But for these in particular, the way you get the paint going is you spray them with water and then let the water sit. And when I did the background on this other page, let's move. I need to move a couple things here. We're going to color on one of these, I think. When I did the background on this page, it had a blue border, so I wanted the background to sort of have a cool feeling, even though we were going in with a gold. So I decided to follow the names they gave, and this one on the far left is called Blue Gold, so that's the color I chose, was this blue gold. So you can't even really tell. I love that even the way it dries, it goes back to looking like it was never... that I didn't ever get them wet. It's so cool. Anyway, so what we're going to do, this is just plain water in a little squirt bottle that I bought. And I think, though, for this one that we're going to demonstrate, let's play around with just golden. Let's try that one. So I'm going to pop that one out. Okay, of the golden. And I'm going to spray it off camera so my fancy background doesn't get soaked. Look how shiny it is on camera. Okay, so that was about 10 squirts. That's quite a bit of water, more water than I would have put on traditional watercolor paint. And we're going to let that sit for just a second. Now, the other tools I used to get this background was my beautiful Pentel Sparkle Pop, and I used a metallic gel pen. So 2 different kinds of gel pen. We used a sparkle glitter gel pen, which, as we learned over on Facebook, has more of a translucent nature, and I used a metallic pencil gel pen, which has more of an opaque nature, and they both have 2 different tones. So what we're going to end up with is 3 different golden tones here. So that one has more of a almost a brown, I don't know, what would you say, grayish gold color, and this is a much brighter, more yellow gold. So we're going to have 3 different kinds of gold to create the one shiny background. Okay, so this has been sitting for a second now. Are you guys ready to see how gorgeous this is? This is like, is it ASMR? Is that what it's called? We haven't even said hi to you yet. We just dove right into pretties.
That's okay. I was busy trying to get the...
We got to say hi to you now, though.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Because you don't have a beard anymore.
Nope, it's gone.
No more Bob Ross beard.
Nope.
That's okay. You do have a rose hair on your cheek. I'll turn this way a little bit. Oh, maybe it's a beard hair.
Did I miss one?
You missed one beard hair. You're saving it.
Yeah.
It's your souvenir beard hair. Sorry. Am I embarrassing you now?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm such a good wife.
Every week.
Do I embarrass you every week?
Yeah, they get a kick out of you, making me blush or something. Every week you'd manage to do something.
Yeah.
That's okay, though.
But you are going to color next, not next week, but the week after Christmas.
Yep.
So everybody needs to come and support Steve because he's going to color again. This will be your third coloring time.
Yep. Gel pens.
Oh, is that what you've decided for sure then?
Yep.
He's going to use gel pens.
Markers and colored pencils, now gel pens.
Okay, so...
And Kuretake is Kuretake.
Yeah, they couldn't tell by my fancy pronunciation.
No.
Kuretake. That's how you
See if you
pronounce
can
it.
even see it in there.
But the other camera would be better for that.
Yeah.
Let's switch it around.
Yeah.
Right
Katara
here.
put hashtag Steve must color.
Yeah, there it is.
Actually, I'm holding my breath.
Kuretake. Starry colors. And then like you can see back here, see. Kuretake, Gonzai, Tombai, 6 color. That's what this one is. But you're going to find all kinds of fun like this. So don't be limited just by what I buy. Go see what you can find. Okay. So this is the really pretty fun part that is going to be so satisfying. Are you ready for art ASMR? Are you just so ready? Okay, this is just a standard brush here. I'm going to activate it here. Oh, this is like so satisfying. Can we go in even closer? Let's try to going just a little bit closer. I don't want to be so close that it goes blurry. I think that's pretty good. Okay, here we go. Now, as I start to stir it, oh, I gotta hold on to it. Look how pretty that is. Oh, it's so pretty.
Oh,
Look
wow.
how pretty. I mean, can I just say that we've got to find more reasons to paint with this. Can Christmas last all year just so we all have more excuses to paint with gold? Look at that. And then we can just sit here and do this for an hour straight. Isn't that satisfying? It went from being dry, like that's pretty. Don't get me wrong, that's pretty. But that is just like, oh, are we just happy now? Can we just end the video now? Are we satisfied? I'm satisfied. That's just like a reason to buy the paint right there, is just to sit here and do this. Just to do that for a little while. Yeah. Okay. Are we all happy now? I'm very relaxed now. Okay, let's bring in this ornament right here.
Oh, Polly just gave us $10.
Oh, Polly, you're so sweet. Oh, thank you so much. That means so much. Should I just sit here and keep doing this, Polly? Is that what you want me to do?
That's right.
And Rose is back up again. Are you waiting for your treat? I have all this wet paint loaded onto my brush. You gotta wait for a second, Rose.
Madeline asked, since we're talking gold, I was wondering if in the Derwent metallic set that you have, if the golds and bronze look white on the tip. For some reason mine do, and I can't figure out why.
It could be a wax buildup. Okay. I will check my set for you here in just a second. Steve, will you help me remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I found with the Gonzai paint is that the printer ink repels the Gonzai paint. Now, only to an extent, of course, but it seems to push it away. So if I came up too close to the edge of my coloring, the Gonzai paint would be sort of pushed away, which was super helpful because my hand is far from steady. Especially on high pain days, I tend to shake. So this is how I started that background around those other ornaments. I laid down a layer of the paint. Now I used the blue gold behind that other kind. That other ornament page. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard for me to art and talk at the same time. Okay, get a little more paint. The other thing is this stuff is it tends to be quite translucent, and your strokes are going to show. And that's what I ran into with that ornament page. I kind of hoped that I could just lay down the paint and be done with the background. But when I laid down the paint, as it dried, the more it dried, the more my strokes showed. And that's when I decided I needed to keep going and add more texture on top. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Steve.
Destan asked, where did you get your Jane Davenport retractable paintbrush?
Jane, oh, that one. That cute little gold one. I think that's what she's talking about. I believe that one was from Michael's.
Yeah, by the way, they love the gold. And yeah, Jillian says, no, keep moving the paint around.
Isn't that satisfying?
Gail's happy.
Yeah, I think I could do a whole YouTube video of just activating those paints.
Robin says you need to get the other two sets, pastel and jewel tones.
I know. I'm really tempted to do that for my Christmas present. But we keep finding ways to spend our money.
Polly says she's coloring an ugly sweater I stamped with Inktense pencils.
Oh, fun.
Robin and Mia Bear say treats for Rosie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm neglecting my dog. I think I'm just going to go straight over the to and the from. We'll see if that's a mistake. It seems to be repelling off even the gold colored ink.
Huh, that's interesting, yeah.
I'm running out of wet paint here. I need to reactivate.
I don't think they'll mind.
Yeah, isn't that satisfying? It's, like I said, it's worth buying the paint just to sit, make it wet, and stir it for a few minutes. Okay. Oh, they opening the garage door again. I am so sorry, you guys. Over on Facebook, I think our kids opened the garage door like 4 times. And I'm sure they're going to push it again here now to close it. Yep.
Lynn asked, do you ever use eyeshadow on your coloring pages? Because with being Christmas season, I buy the eyeshadow palettes and it works great.
Hey!
We laughed because she mentioned that in Facebook.
Yep. Over on Facebook, we talked about that. Okay, let's take care of Rose. Over on Facebook, in fact, in my basket right there, I have some eyeshadow. And we talked about that exact thing, that Christmas time is the perfect time. And if you wait until right after the holiday is over, any of the eyeshadow palettes that didn't get sold, those gift eyeshadow palettes, they go on clearance, especially at Walmart. So that's such a good, I call it the poor man's pastels. And you can get, like 50 different eyeshadow colors all in one palette. And it makes for great backgrounds. It's so fantastic. Okay, one more treat. I'm just like feeding her treats. La, la, la. Okay, can you sit? Sit.
She's all, what?
Shake.
After I got the treat?
Okay, girl. Okay. All right.
Carrie asked an interesting question. She asked if do you mix the, like the eyeshadow palettes with gum arabic?
Oh, that would help.
I tried painting with plain water and it basically just brushed on. I heard from someone since then that you need to add honey or gum arabic.
Honey and gum arabic are the fillers that are in our paints already, and that's why they're suggesting to add that. So yeah, that's why they're suggesting that. I started working on a video for you guys about how to use eyeshadows. Here they are for coloring, and it became very complicated very fast because of all of that. Eyeshadow is made to go onto oily skin, onto your skin, and so it's when they design it, they are hoping for that the oily skin is there so that it will adhere to that. When we put it onto dry paper, it just sort of flattens. And even like these metallic ones, they kind of go grayish, blackish. I don't know if you've had that experience. It's just because they're not made for paper. It's a different creature. It's different kinds of metallics in there. Yeah. So it's kind of frustrating. It can be frustrating how to work with them. So I don't know how to direct you other than to say keep experimenting and see what happens. So
Deanna was asking, does this go on as creamy as it looks, like when you're painting that gold?
Yes.
Janelle says the strokes might drive me a little crazy.
Yes.
She likes how you doodled over it.
And that's what we're going to do next, because watch now, let me show you. As it's drying, the streaks get worse. When it's flat, see there, when you don't have the glare, the pretty shiny glare, look how horrible all those streaks look. I mean, it's really tacky and looks terrible, right? As soon as the light hits it, oh, everything is forgiven. It's beautiful and gorgeous, but come out of the light, blah. And that's what happened when I did this background right here. I colored it and I went, oh, it's just terrible. Look at all the streaks. As soon as it's in the light, it's beautiful and everything is forgiven. But most of the time you see it just flat, right? So that's when you have to take it to the next level and start doing more, which we're going to. But before we do that, are you ready for another art ASMR moment?
Yes, a visual ASMR.
Visual art ASMR. Okay, so this is my brush with lots of paint on it now, and we're going to rinse it out in this white cup so you can see it good. I'm going to bring it up a bit more. Here we go. See if you can see the glitter come off. Oh, you couldn't see it. I think the lighting's not quite right.
Yeah, gotta get it in the light.
Sorry, I really hyped it. I'll show Steve, and he can be appreciative of how pretty it is.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's neat. See if you can catch it in the light. You gotta try.
It's really pretty. Like, it looks like golden stars.
I would move your hand. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there.
Yeah, you're kind of getting it there.
It looks like golden stars. I mean, the paint is worth the experience just for this. Oh, there, you can see it. Can you see the stars? I mean, who cares if you actually ever paint with it? Just get it so you can play with it. I mean, please, that is so beautiful. You gotta look again, Steve. Look.
Oh, wow.
See?
It really is so much better. Yeah. I wonder if you can get the light there. Yeah, anyway, I get the idea.
That is just a reason to do art is happening right here, right now. I mean, who cares what's happening on the paper? Seriously. This is, what do you think, Rose?
Jeez, what's going on?
Do you love it as much as me? Look in here. Just look. No, you can't look, but look. Look, just, no, don't look. Yeah, just look. What do you think? She's trying to drink it. I'll tell you. I'll eat it, she says. Do you want to get down? Okay. Go see the kids. Here, Daddy. Have a dog. Okay. All right. Now that I've gotten really silly about just how much I love supplies, let's come back here to this and let me show you. Okay. There. See the bling? I mean, seriously, the payoff on these paints are just amazing. But we do have to work with the problem of the strokes. Now, what I didn't try last time, and I want to try, oops, I almost knocked over our whole system here. I do want to try real quick is, does it layer? So I'm going to put some of the paint up here and let it dry, and then we're going to layer it and see if we can get rid of the strokes by layering it.
Oh, someone just asked that. Ashley just asked that.
Okay, good. We're all on the same track. So I'm going to let this dry for a second while we move down, and I'll keep showing you what I did for the original inspiration piece. Okay, so bring forward the 2 gel pens. Let's make sure it's dry. Yeah, it's almost dry already. That's the other thing, is it dries so fast. So satisfying. I hope I didn't bump the stickles. I did a little bit. Oh well, it was bound to happen. Okay, so what I did next was I used the metallic gel pen, this one here, and the idea was, of course, I need to break up these streaks now. As you can see, when I lay it really flat like that, you can see just how streaky. You can see every single stroke of my paintbrush. So what we're going to do is this card has a background of the snowflakes on the background, or the star emblems. So we're going to keep following that. The other one I did circles, but this one has stars or snowflakes already built in. So why reinvent anything new, right? Let's just keep following what's there. And this did take some time to go around and do this on the whole background, but for me, doodling like this, a repetitive pattern over and over and over on the background of something, is very relaxing. It's the kind of doodling that brought me to art, this repetitive, meditative doodling. Okay, so the idea here now is to add enough of these stars that it's going to distract the eye from your brush strokes. So random, different sized doodling pattern in the background is going to help.
Victoria says that one of the times you convinced me to color, she wants to see me try watercolors.
Ah.
I would like to try those. I think that the Inktense pencils look interesting.
They're fun. Okay.
Carrie asked if they make tiny sponge brushes for paint. I think that gets rid of brush strokes when staining furniture. I don't know.
They make all kinds of size brushes. I was just down the brush aisle at Michael's today, and there's so many different brushes, and you can go pretty crazy in the brush world.
They like how your gold nails match the gold.
Oh, thank you. I wore these nails just for you guys today for our metallic glitter day.
Polly says that her parrot is happily destroying an empty box.
Oh, that's fun. Birds are so fun. We had parakeets for a while. Okay, I'm going to go around this circle of this tag and make it stand out a little bit more.
Patty said maybe use the paint over pencils? ?
Well, I would definitely try it. Paint and pencils, you think of water and oil. Pencils typically are oil-based, wax-based, oil-based. That's all the same. It's petroleum. And so you're going to get a water and oil situation. So it's order of business.
I don't know.
The order is very important. Okay, it's starting to help. We're starting to, when you see the shiny side, you get the stars, and the flat side, let's see if you could see, it's starting to distract from the streaks, but it's not enough yet. I feel like we need more distraction from our brush strokes. So we're going to bring in our second gel pen now and keep distracting from the brush strokes. I think we're going to try dots, which is exactly, if I remember right, what I did here too. I did some stippling dots around here. See those little stipples? So let's do some stippling. I'm going to try stippling right around the ornament, kind of like they're spraying out from the ornament.
Jen's Diamond Paintings and More says, watching you is making me want to color again. Haven't done it in a very long time.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, we have a really fun advent calendar, don't we, Steve? You want to show them? Where did I put it?
It's over here.
Here, you show them while I start stippling.
Okay. Here's the Advent calendar if you haven't got it. It's free until Christmas, right?
Yep.
Yep. Just come. You can get it on as a free download on our website, coloringbliss.com.
Good job, Steve. That was good.
Okay. Kelly asked, Jen, do you find your gel pens get gummed up when you use them on top of paint?
Yes, and on top of color pencil too. So I usually just run it on my thumb, my high-tech tool, the thumb. It's actually a really good tool to clean off your gel pens because your thumbprint. I've thought this through. Why does my thumb work so well? It's because of the thumbprint. It reactivates that ball and cleans off all the gunk. That's really what's happening. So yeah, who needs paper towels and stuff like that? Just use your thumbprint. The Sparkle Pop pens and these tend to be my favorite for stippling.
Marilyn says that background is quite a process. I'm quite sure I don't have the patience for that.
Yeah. What do they call it? High maintenance, I can't think of what the term is. When you watch artists and you think, wow, their art is just so beautiful, I want to do like they do. And so then you go to their YouTube channel and you watch how they do their art and you realize that they just put in 6 hours just on one element of that piece, and you're like, okay, now I know why it was so good and why mine never looks as good as theirs. And it's typically what happens is it's because they're there for so long.
Sharon says, and now we know why God made thumbs.
Yeah, it's to clean off gel pens. Oh dear. And now you know why Jennifer's thumbs are usually covered in ink whenever you see her.
Lynn says, watching you color and paint is so relaxing, Jen, and you have such a soothing voice.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Carla says, background looks nice. Can you get your gingerbread man?
He who must not be named. Gingerbread man. I love my gingerbread man.
Mary says labor intensive.
Yes.
That was the word you were going for.
There you go. It's very labor intensive. But I think what you need to remember is there's a difference between work and like a meditative, creative process, right? If I was putting this much effort into cleaning dishes or my toilet or something, it would be so annoying. For me, doing this is very relaxing and meditative, and every little twinkle of the glitter pen, seeing it come together, letting my mind wander and think about pleasant things, all of this is part of the meditative process for me that is coloring and is art. This is what keeps me in art. If it was all just wham bam, get the paint down, move on to the next thing, it really would not satisfy me. Of course, there are times when that's the kind of coloring I like to do, is really fast, get it done. But for the most part, for me, it's all about, when I sit down to create, it's all about slow down, don't think about the world, enjoy every tool, enjoy how this Sparkle Pop pen works, how it's a different tone, how when I move it in the light, see how that Sparkle Pop is making it look yellowy, and isn't that satisfying, and how everything is starting to look better now, and that's the kind of thing I think about.
Victoria says, my gel pens get gummed up if I use them over water-based markers but not alcohol markers.
That makes sense. Water-based markers tend to mess with the fibers of your paper. Alcohol-based markers, once you color with an alcohol-based marker, when you fill your paper, it evaporates really fast and it doesn't really mess with your paper at all. So it's that makes total sense to me.
Sherry says, I just rubbed the pens or blending pencils on my pants.
Yeah, that would do it. Okay, now we've lost the 2 in the from. What should we use to bring that back?
The stand finds that the Pentels gunk up more and faster.
I have some that definitely do that. Glitter pens for me in general tend to gunk up, but then they tend to like get rolling faster again. I grabbed a metallic black jelly roll. I'm going to see if I can see the lines.
Polly says it's time. Time to stamp and color a pickup truck with a Christmas tree in the back.
Oh, cute.
And Jennifer said you should try Distress stains. They have metallics.
When I was at Michael's today, I noticed Distress and then Memento. Is that the name brand of those stamps? Ink pads, not stamps. Ink pads. The Memento ink pads had some more glitters that were very interesting to me. I almost bought them.
Speaking of the gingerbread man, Sharon says, LOL, long live Camo Ginger.
Yeah.
And Mia Bear says, love the scary, cute gingerbread man. Carrie that says that gingerbread man video was hilarious. And Stan still needs to watch the gingerbread man episode.
Stan, you definitely need to. Okay, what are we thinking so far? I can still see some strokes over here when it goes flat, but it's definitely looking less prominent. I'm going to bring in another tone of gold. This is an even rosier red now. And do the same thing out here as a border. One more distraction for the eye, and it needed a bit of a border fix anyway.
Carrie and Sammy both say that they, it's one of the reasons they like your videos because they are meditative and relaxing. And
yeah, I think our world is so based on high production and get it done quick kind of stuff. And like I said, there's a time and a place for that. That's for sure. But for me, I think I'm more about slowing down and enjoying my art tools, enjoying the process.
Judy says the gingerbread man is something I will never forget. Never laugh so hard.
Oh,
I want to do it. Destan says, I use Memento inks. Love them. Kelly says the same thing.
That's good to know. I was standing there with them in my hand. I don't know how long. And I was like, oh, do I use my coupon for that? Or do I buy more stickles? It came down to buying more stickles. Getting more colors of the stickles. That's what I ended up getting. So I might have to go back and get those metallic ink pads, the Memento ink pads. All I have is one ink pad that is metallic. Well, or is it more glitter? I'll show it to you. It's this one right here. We were talking about it over on Facebook. And I love it. It works so good. I got it for my parents' golden anniversary celebration. We did a project with this ink pad, and it worked really good. Okay, go up this side. I'm feeling like I did a good job distracting from the brush strokes, and then I think it's dried enough up there that we can test it now and see if we can layer, and maybe I didn't have to. Maybe we can get rid of our brush strokes by layering in the future.
Polly says, if I don't spend time creating, my poor hubby comes home to a crazy person.
Well, I think there's truth to that.
Stan says, the clear stickles with the archival inks is amazing.
I think I'm going to be using stickles in a lot of things.
Excuse me. And Kelly says the little dot pads are fantastic and so easy to hold. You have great control with them.
I was watching, sorry, I was out of screen. I was watching The Frugal Crafter. If you haven't seen her latest video, you guys need to go watch it because she talked about, she's talking about card making, like if you're a beginner card maker, what are the best tools to go buy to get started with card making? And of course, I don't make cards, but a lot of the supplies that she used for card making are very relatable or translatable to our creative art, to coloring. And she had so many great tips, and she was talking about small ink pads versus big ink pads and how to get the most out of them, and it was so good.
Sammy says, I would love a tutorial on stamping and using different things to color them in.
Yeah. Then you need to go check out Frugal Crafter in the meantime before I do some stuff here. She has some really good stuff. And, the Frugal Crafter is so down to earth. And she's like, you don't buy it unless you need it. And anyway, she doesn't have you go out and buy stuff just for the sake of buying stuff. She's so great. So, okay, that's how I did that background. I hope that answered everybody's questions on how I got that background. There it is right there. It's a little bit different because this one I used the blue gold instead of the golden for the background. But let's test now and see if we can do a second layer on top of this to get rid of those. I'm going to put a little water on top of this. Get it reactivated.
I think she wants back up.
Can you reach over my head with her?
Yep, come here.
There it goes. Oh, look at that paint. Oh, it's just so pretty. If you're looking down and coloring or doing your dishes right now, take 2 seconds and look up at your screen because, that's just so satisfying. Oh, look how pretty that is. Love it. Okay, here we are I made it really streaky on purpose. I'll move it in the light so you can see. See, all the streaks go away the second the light hits it. But when it's flat, it's just a big mess. Okay, let's go over it and try to get rid of it. That's a lot of paint. That's good. We're trying to get rid of the streaks. That's the point here. So I'm trying to be smooth.
Victoria says those stipple dots are definitely distracting from the brush strokes.
Okay. There. Okay, let's let that dry now. And now, let's do some stars. Let's see if I can get it in the light. How did we do that? What was the best way?
Get the right angle. I would go back. Tilt. Because it seems like when you tilt up, like more straight up and down, is it getting it?
Like that?
No.
Okay.
Right there.
Here we go.
Yeah, and then if you keep your hand away from the shadow. There we go. Okay, try that. See if we can get it going.
Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, that was a good one. There, you can see it good. Oh, like I said, this paint is worth it just for playing with it. Who cares about what it does on the paper? Just get it to play with it. You could be like, come here, kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, and random neighbor children walking past my house. Let me show you this cool paint. You're going to be like, the creepy art lady next door that grabs children off the street to show them the cool paint. That's me. All right, my eyes are watering again from that. Okay, our paint is drying. Let's see if I got rid of the streaks. Let's see. Oh, I think that worked. I think I could have done 2 layers. Let's dry it. I'm going to hit it with the dryer and avoid my stickles above.
Christy says, love your background cover, snowflake glitter.
Yeah, thank you. I can move this a bit so you can see it. Look how fun. I wanted everything to be sparkly and gold and metallic for you guys today. Okay, dry this up. Woo. Okay, I think I avoided getting heat on my stickles.
They're laughing at your creepy art lady comment. Amy says it'd be cool if you could get that effect on paper.
Oh,
The water.
That
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I don't know
So
how.
neat.
I don't know. You just have to do it for yourself and sit there and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think that got rid of... Yeah, I think we could do 2 layers. Because now when it's flat, it just looks like non-shiny gold.
Sharon says your second art channel, creepy art lady.
It'd probably do better than this one. YouTube seems to reward creepiness, don't you think? Yeah, I think that worked. So yeah, we can layer it up. All right, so next time I'll know that for this kind of background, we can layer it up. Oh, I love this paint even more now. I think I'm going to be ordering more colors. Yep, we're going to be ordering more colors. Let me put this in here now. That's how it looks. Look at all the colors, and they're all just really fun. This one is a very, white, glittery effect, and yeah. Oh, so much fun. Okay, so let's see. It's 8 o'clock. Oh, we're already done with the hour. I don't want to be done. I'm having too much fun. Steve's like, I'm tired. I did say I would check in on my metallic Derwents for somebody. Didn't I say that? Someone asked me to look at my Derwents and see if they were...
Yeah, the tips. They were white.
Yeah. My really expensive...
So, Ollie says, so Jen, you need 2 layers to get rid of the streak, right?
Yeah, I would do 2 layers. Okay, I haven't even taken these out of the plastic yet. And they don't have... Oh, maybe they do. Let's break into them.
Janelle says, or dramatic Jen as a second art channel.
Yeah.
And Destan says, husband walks in. What are you doing? Wife, just playing with my water. Husband just shakes head.
Walks away, backs away slowly. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh. Okay. Yep, go ahead. Let them see. Get this out of the way. That's what the tips look like. Okay. Oh, these are water. These are water soluble. And that tip has the white on it, like you're saying. And it's off-centered. Well, that's a double interesting. And let's see here. Are they water soluble?
It's really pretty. Have the paintbrush on them, right? That means that maybe showing that.
All Derwent products, when they have a water brush on them, a paintbrush, that means they're water soluble. So I'll just swatch a couple of them here and we'll hit them with water and see what they do. Let's do pewter. Pewter. Okay. Keeping alive the impeccable heritage. Blah, 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 blah. Blah-dee-dee-blah, blah, blah. Nothing about anything. But yeah, some of these have that white. I'll bet you it's just some of the filler coming out. Highly reflective, water-soluble metallic pencils blend together beautifully. striking effects, shimmering pigments, produce brilliant definition when used on dark backgrounds. I will have to try that another day. Okay, let's hit them with water. Make sure this is a clean brush without glitter in it.
Yolanda says the white is glue that holds the core to the wood.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay, I want to make sure all the Ganzai paint is out of this brush. Okay, let's see.
Yolanda says Derwent metallics are way better when you use water.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Derwent knows how to make a water-soluble tool. That's for sure. Okay, that's the first test I've ever done on them. Do they look metallic? That's my question. Or are they just metallic tones? That platinum one definitely has a sheen to it. Trying to get them to dry down so we can see if they have a sheen after they dry.
Madeline says, thank you so much for answering her questions about the Derwents. She feels so honeyed.
Aw. Okay, those are pretty much dry now. Not much of a sheen. Pretty colors, though. It definitely has more of a sheen when it's not been water activated, that platinum one. So we'll definitely do a full video review of these. That's just my first impression. Really happy with the 2 layers with the Ganzai Kuretake paints. Let's take a peek at our stickles. Up here, I've stuck my finger in a couple of them right there. But those are the 2 that we put on later and didn't heat activate, and they are staying nice and fluffy compared to the ones that have raisined because I put heat on them. So that's good to know. And I think I've put my finger in several of these now. So I think that's why some of them are looking sad. Let me put them on the side so you can see how puffy they are. Those are really fun to play with. And that's these right here. They come like this. Stickles like that. Pretty cool. Okay, that is, I think, all we have time for. I think we could probably spend 2 or 3 more events just doing glitters and metallics. I mean, we did what I wanted to do, which was recreate the background. We got to at least try and get our fingers on everything. If you wanted to see all of this stuff that we tested, make sure you go over and watch the hour that we spent over on Facebook, because I talked briefly about all of these items over on Facebook. And we answered a lot of questions there too. So if you enjoyed this and feel like you want more of this kind of content or want more glitter and metallic questions answered, make sure you hit like, make sure you've subscribed, comment below. What else would you like to learn about? I would like to know. What else do you want to learn about? Now, we do have that free Advent calendar and the free Hanukkah page. And the Hanukkah page is going to go away as soon as Hanukkah is done. It'll go into the premium library. So make sure you come and get the Hanukkah page right away. And then this one is going to be around until the end of Christmas. And then this one will go into the premium library. So make sure you come and take advantage of those too. And follow me on Instagram and Facebook, where I will be posting these as I color them. So make sure you follow me there. I probably won't, just so you know, have the energy to color day 5 tonight. So that means tomorrow I'll post both day 5 and 6 together. So watch for me to post those tomorrow. And let's see, is that it?
Yep.
I think so. So check out, make sure you are following us on all the social media, because Steve and I are going to be releasing our new membership program very soon. He has been pulling 8 and 12 hour days.
Yeah, more like 10 and 12 hour.
10 and 12-hour days for the last couple weeks straight.
Yeah.
And he keeps...
Just ran into some technical issues.
Yeah, we may have been able to release today, but the technical issues slowed him down, so...
Yep. I was hoping today.
Yeah, but we'll get it out. And then we have free gifts for you with this new program. We have all kinds of content that I've been working on for you. I keep almost telling you about the content, and then I'm like, nope, you gotta wait, Jennifer. You gotta wait. So we're very excited about all of it. So thank you for joining us. I hope that you guys are having
cute
good...
little Rosie. Sorry, gotta zoom in on her cute little face.
She's so sweet.
Look, is that so beautiful? Derwent metallics next to Rose.
Yeah, and,
So
and my
beautiful.
pretty little lights. Which you can barely see are on. I was hoping they'd be bright enough to see that they're on, but oh well. Anyway, we're sure grateful that you guys joined us, and it's been a fun week. We'll be together next Wednesday for our regular live event, and don't forget the Wednesday right after Christmas, Steve will be coloring, so make sure you come. And if you have anybody that you want to have come watch and be like, see, Steve's coloring, you should color too. Make sure they come and join us on that Wednesday, so should be fun. Whoa, she's really out. Thanks for joining us, you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.